Hello friends! Welcome to the POMNI Theory channel, where we're always up to date with the latest hot news and unravel fascinating theories. If you're eager to learn about fresh events and mysterious details related to your favorite topics, you've come to the right place. Subscribe, hit the like button, and let's explore the captivating world of theories together. We just got our first glimpse into episode 2 from the creator of the amazing digital circus Gooseworks, as well as Glitch Productions. They have been dropping some crazy leaks and teasers for episode 2 over the past couple of days, so get ready, because we're not skipping a single leak in this video. At the end of this video, I'm going to be going over this secret leak of all the characters in the new kingdom, and this might just tell us what's going to happen in episode 2. But first, let's go over the teasers that Gooseworks posted on Twitter in the order of which they were posted. So the first image was posted on February 23rd, and this is a picture of the gummy crocodile we see in the trailer, dressed only in his trusty hat. Goose captioned it as, "My boy." It seems that Goose has a particular liking for this character, but we don't know much about them. My theory is that, while they are in the Candy Canyon Kingdom, the cast of the amazing digital circus will become outlaws of some sort and team up with this gummy guy the next week on her Twitter. And well, it's not necessarily a leak, I think it's quite funny. This image uploaded on the 5th of March was early storyboard art of this scene. As you can see, they plan to use this exact crusty-looking plush since the beginning of this trailer, which I think is really funny. I don't blame them at all for bullying this particular plush. Another interesting post from March 6th shows Jackson in a maid costume. Someone got a kick out of that, I presume. Anyways, let's just ignore that. This next image we got on March 6th appears to be a smeared image of Kinger, or maybe he's just moving really quickly. Either way, this image is blurry, and all we can really catch is a pink background. Something to note is that the circus doesn't really have any pink walls besides in the hallway with the bedrooms. So, I guess it's a possibility that Kinger is running down the hall. But I also think it's quite likely that Kinger is trying to escape from something in none other than the Candy Canyon Kingdom. And I feel like this could be an image of Kinger spanning out in this new kingdom, because we all know Kinger would do that. But who knows? The next image posted on March 7th has the most substance, in my opinion, and there is quite a bit to be observed. Firstly, to state the obvious, Ragatha is upset and pulling her hair about something, most likely because of Jax. And look at his grin. Of course, whatever Ragatha's mad about is his fault anyways. Then behind Ragatha and Jax, we see Kinger innocently staring at Ragatha curiously. Now, if we take the background and the various elements of this image besides the characters, there's quite a bit that we can look at. Firstly, if you look directly behind Jack, it seems that there is something similar to a vehicle or some sort of suspended platform made out of candy cane or mint right there. And I'm honestly not entirely sure what I'm even looking at, so if you have any clues, please let me know down in the comments what you think it is. Anyway, if we take the background like what's behind Ragatha, we can see that the floor has sprinkles in it, and seems to be made out of a substance like cake or something made out of bread. Finally, behind them, there seems to be some sort of pink pillar made out of candy, which I can't quite make out. Anyways, it's obvious enough that Kinger, Ragatha, and Jax are all in the Candy Canyon Kingdom together doing something, and Jackson Noiser bullies Ragatha, causing her to pull on her hair. Something I noticed here is that Kane, Jengle, and Zubul are nowhere to be found in this image, which I find quite interesting. It's possible they aren't in this specific shot, and they are off camera. I also think it's quite likely that the circus has been split into 2 groups, just like in the pilot episode when PNE, Ragatha, and Jax went to meet KMFO, while Kinger and Jengle went to save Zubul from the GL Queen. Why they might have split up, I don't know, but it's fun to speculate. Next, on March 8th, we see a post featuring the GL Queen, captioned as, "You can't write International Women's Day without a RWO and M." It's quite amusing, but I really wanted to draw attention to the attached image. You might think it's just a regular image of the GL Queen from the pilot, but something about it seems a bit strange. I reviewed every scene with the GL Queen from the first episode, and as far as I could judge, this image doesn't appear anywhere in the episode. Of course, if I'm correct about this, then the pilot is not the last time we will see the GL Queen. which I'm sure pleases some people. Like if you're a GL Queen fan, that's all the new images we have from Gooseworks. But don't leave yet because we have many new leaks from Glitch Productions' Twitter account. You'll want to watch this video in full. On March 7th, Glitch Productions released a video without a caption. Are you ready?
Are you ready? Are you ready? Transformation Central. Reformation Central. Transmogrification Central. Can you feel it? You're changing, all right. I hope you're satisfied. But if you ain't, don't blame me. You can blame my friends on the other side.
As you just saw, there are broken animations featuring Kane and some other characters that have been mistakenly or intentionally distorted or messed up in the animation process. But what interests me is that some of these actually show us new scenes we didn't know about, and I'm going to go over some of these images from the slideshow. The first image shows Kane with a gigantic finger pointing at someone behind him. It seems to be some kind of mirror with a kickstand, but because it's completely untextured, it's impossible to know for sure. Anyway, I think that this occurs in one of the characters' rooms. At first I thought it could be a shot from the new trailer, but none of it shows Kane pointing towards a mirror, so I think that it's new content. The second image is a giant close-up of Kane's face and eyes. In the background, there seems to be some sort of brick wall with some old-timey castle and some sort of structure behind him to the right. To me, this structure somewhat resembles a chess piece, which makes me think of Kinger. Perhaps there will be a Kinger-centered episode that will involve a real-life game of chess. The fourth image shows Kane being completely stretched on stage. The camera is showing a side view, which I'm pretty sure is new. Something to notice is that over to the left, there seems to be two words written in Comic Sans. The first word I can make out says carrier, but the second word is angled so weird that I can't even make out what it says. The eighth image shows Kane and POMNI both asserting their dominance in a T-pose in the void. It's not too common for 3D models to be in a default position of a T-pose since it's the easiest to manipulate. But I'm not sure why PNE and Kane are so close to each other. In the 10th image, we see Kane with huge eyeballs which clip into his teeth. That looks quite painful. Anyways, our attention is again to the background as Kane seems to be in a very fancy room with greenery in the windows. This reminds me of the restaurant that Kane and Bubble eat at in the first episode, but it seems that Kane is seated somewhere else in the restaurant, so I'm pretty sure this is actually from a different episode. In the 11th image, we see Kane looking goofy with his jaw clipping together in a manner that looks quite excruciating. And in the background of this, there is some sort of nature or something. I personally don't think that the background here has much significance because it's too hyper-realistic to be a background for the show. And to me, it just seems to be something that they downloaded off the internet and threw into the skybox. The 14th image shows Kane and POMNI both in the circus, both untextured, and POMNI's head is replaced with a giant ball, which I'm pretty sure this shot actually does appear in the first episode at 4 minutes and 30 seconds. But I thought it was funny nonetheless. Image 16 shows Kane again pointing with big eyes. In the background, it kind of looks like books or something, which I theorize might be a part of the haunted mansion that I think the cast will visit, somehow meeting the two ghosts along the way. Image 20 shows us another bootleg Kane plush in a different form from the one in the trailer. So perhaps they're just making the joke that this plush is actually as cursed as the rest of these images. Or maybe this is just intended to be the one used originally, but instead, they chose to use the exponentially uglier one. The final image I would like to show you is image 24. This shows Zubel with an elongated leg. The background also appears to be the same background that we see Kane in that looks like a castle, this time colored better. I think that the castle will be featured in one of the episodes as it may answer what this is all about. Personally, I think what is shown is some sort of medieval Colosseum, which, if I'm correct, would take place nowhere else but near a giant castle. Anyways, that's all the leaks I got for today, and we just got our first peek into what episode 2 might look like. But If you guys are excited for episode 2, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel because I make new theory videos every single week. But enough being said, if you want to see more theories, click on this video right here and have an amazing day.